spirit for action was always there. I would mostly say it's due to my mom. She's a very like get up, stand up type person. And then also thanks to my sister who was in this program before me, heavily encouraging me to join the climate club in my school. So I feel like the climate work is almost something that I couldn't avoid. Probably like the media I watched as a child, a lot of car content and stuff like that. Eventually, I landed on the like the effects of driving all these cars. So that's how I really got in to climate work. And then thankfully, through my school and decarbonize, I was able to now like have an idea of like how limitless your passion can turn into action. It's very hard to contain something that you love um very much and just keep it to yourself. Like music, for example. You know, you always have that one artist that maybe you'd want to gatekeep forever because you wouldn't want it to become a TikTok sound or whatever. But like eventually it's going to happen. Like you're going to find someone that has the same interests as you. For my action project, I was able to organize a tree planting drive as well as a Friday for Future march. We planted over 300 trees that are both indigenous and exotic species. Eventually, we were able to find a sponsor, which was a local bank. But we did end up emailing a lot of different companies and stuff like that. When you plan for such a project, it's not a guarantee that your school will be on board. But thankfully, our school was super supportive in providing us with the land that had just been like turning into overgrown grass. The only time that we had to plant these trees was over the holiday. So obviously, convincing them to come to like dig up holes and plant trees isn't the easiest thing to convince someone to do. It took a bit of um just being persistent and constantly reminding them. When something's like in your face constantly, it tends like eventually it will reach a point where it also sparks and engages their curiosity. We're making this micro forest. So would you like to come and plant trees? Would you like to come and plant trees? Or what are you doing this weekend? What are you doing that day? And then eventually them asking questions about the microforest itself, and then now also educating others and like others around you on the importance of what you're trying to do. Many times when we're talking about life on land, it's very easy to like jump to animals that are going extinct. You know, we think about different birds that are being lost to like illegal trading and stuff like that. We think of rhinos and elephants that are losing their lives to poachers and such. But many a times it's easy to forget that life on land also includes plant life, and plants is where the food chain begins. They make their own food from the sun, and a lot of animals, from like no matter how big and small, really depend on plants for their food. And also, we as humans depend on plants a lot, making paper that we use for our exams, the wood that we build our houses with, the rain that we need to grow our crops and such. Plant life should be something that comes to your mind when you think of life on land, taking care of the planet, picking up the litter that you throw out of your car or stuff like that. You know, it's outside of the norm. If people were more open-minded and maybe less ignorant about like certain causes, like especially with climate causes, for example, I feel like a lot of the work that we do, it'd be a lot easier. It did feel like a lot like a marathon, constantly running from here to there, from here to there to meet different people. But ultimately, it was very it taught me a lot of things about myself and also about other people. I also thankfully got to meet a lot of great people who share the same view as me, and we can add on to each other's ideas. When we host meetings like this and we're talking to each other, talking to other youths, it's very hard to imagine that an adult will be willing to listen to us the same way we listen to each other, and working towards empowering us and ensuring that our goals are met when it comes to a sustainable future and a climate friendly future. Start small and grow from there, and also do anything but be nonchalant about your passions. In the sense of like, oh, I'm too cool for this, I'm too cool for that. Sometimes you just need to remember like it's cool to want a better a better situation. Like it's cool to like want to share your passions and also just like help around in whatever cause that is close to you.